Well, hi everybody. Welcome back to my third installment of camping, solo female camping in my 60s. And today I am one night at another hip camp, and it is called Beaver Ranch. It's just outside of Hanover, Ontario. And I'm going to show you around my site. But first I'm going to show you my view. This is what I'm camping right next to. I am definitely going to be a happy camper. I'm going to show you what my site looks like, but I was just really excited about this. And I'm going to be sleeping really well with the sounds of this river. This is the Saugeen River, very clear. I was kind of hoping there's supposed to be a swimming spot around somewhere along here, but I've been told because of the rain the last couple of weeks, it's going to be kind of cold. So I decided to go for a little walk. He did say that I was able to wander anywhere down along the river's edge here. So you have all along the embankment to go for a walk. They have these little bunkie cabins if anybody decided not to do the car camping like me. This one looks really cute. So that one, but for right now it doesn't look like they have many people. Like that is really like this is as far away as anybody is from me. So I've got a lot of privacy. And then you gotta come down here. And yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at this. Right down to the, that's so clear. Wow. Very, very nice. Also, on this solo road trip, I made the decision to stop about halfway and explore a town that I have been through so many times heading up to Tobermory. And it's called Listowel, Ontario. And I took my time, and I knew that there was a bakery that I wanted to check out. So here are some pictures that I took of some of the buildings and the bakery and some of their items. I wanted to video the inside of the bakery, but they were so busy. I could not believe it's not a big space. The bakery is called The Impressions. I'll show you later what I'm going to have as a treat tonight. But they were at the front door, lined up all the way to the back and around to get in. And what they're known for is what they're called fried pies. So I've got a half a dozen sitting there. Not like I'm going to eat that all tonight, but I'm going to try one. And yeah. So this is the site that I came into. This is called the Sleepy Hideaway site. I was kind of iffy about it when I first came in because I kind of thought, I was kind of hoping for a view. But later on, the owner came by and he explained that my site carries all the way over where my car is. So that's where my views are going to be. So I have all of this as my site. So we come right down here, we have the fire pit. They had said there was no picnic table, but they must have added one. They added a little homemade camp table, prep table. I just put my table over in there because I'm still not sure where I'm going to do all of this. I know I'm going to have the fire over here, but... And then we come around, kind of through the woods. The laneway kind of takes you back over this way. And I've put my let me see here. I put my bathroom tent up here into the corner. And then I have parked right into there. So let's take a look at what I've got here. So I just kind of come along here. I backed into the site so that in the morning I'm going to be able to have this view. There was a few mosquito buzzing around, so I decided to put my screen tent up over here. And I just set my chair up with my table. And that's going to be my site for one night. I think I've made the decision, now that I know more about car camping and feel more comfortable with it. I don't think I'm going to do a one night anymore. I think I'm going to stick with at least 2 nights, just to be able to get set up. Like right now, I got here a little after, probably about 2:30 or so, quarter to 3. And it's now a little after 4 o'clock, and I've just basically done setting up. So I'd like to have a little bit of sit down first before I even think about having supper. But yeah. All right, so tonight supper is just going to be pretty simple. I've been driving a lot today, so I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to make it pretty simple. I'm going to be having barbecue chicken wings. They are already pre-cooked from home. So I'm just going to heat them up, and then I also have some salad left over from my lunch that I had bought at the bakery. Out there, those are some of the chicken wings, and I just have some of the quick rice. So I'm just going to throw the rice and the chicken wings in a pot together. All right, so I made the decision to have my supper in the screen tent. Not really sure about the mosquito. Really, there's not a crazy amount of mosquitoes or bugs. I think I just feel a little bit more comfortable being in the screen tent for right now. So this is my supper. I'm pretty hungry. So this is what everybody does down here. They take the rapids, and I'm sitting right here watching them all go by. It's so cool. There was 2 others that came by and I missed them. I know some of you also wonder, what does she do while she's out here all by herself? Some of you might get bored. I sit and enjoy the peace and the quiet that comes with nature, especially in this surrounding. And I like to read, and I like to journal. Right now, I'm reading a book. There's Wonder Around the Bend. Very good. If anybody is contemplating doing anything solo road trip, it doesn't have to be camping, just by yourself and doing a road trip, this is a really good guide. I found her on YouTube actually, and I was quite impressed with her thoughts and her background, and her looking for what I'm looking for when I go on a road trip, and all the ins and outs of traveling by yourself. And there's also, especially in the beginning of the book, there's a lot of section that gives inspiration for journaling as well. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to do a little bit more reading. It's probably about 6:30, almost 7 o'clock at night. And I just enjoyed the kayakers going down the river. Um, this is also a tubing river. I haven't seen anybody yet. It might be too cold for some right now. Um, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I think I'm going to try this one. That might be the peach, but I don't really care because it looked good. So, let's see here. Nope, that's good, but it's apple. Oh well, that's okay. Oh my God, they're so good. They're like almost like a deep fried donut, kind of flattened out, but you can taste the butter. It's very flaky, really good. Oh yeah.
Good morning, everybody. This is my first morning here at Beaver Ranch. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm in my car, sitting out at the back of my car. And I'll move forward a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to show you my view this morning. Hear that? With the sun just starting to come up over the trees. Yeah. Glorious, glorious morning to wake up. So nice. I don't know if you can see this, I'm hoping, but the mist is just kind of floating like little clouds coming off the water once the sun is starting to hit the water. So you feel the coolness, and you can hear the river, and you can smell campfires from last night. It just really hits all the senses.
So this morning I decided to move the table out from all the inside of the trees and everything and bring my table out here closer to the water and do some cooking. So this morning for breakfast I'm going to be doing scrambled eggs with cheese. I pre-cooked some turkey bacon at home, so I'm just going to heat that up, and then I've got some homemade banana bread. So, I'm with that. That in. There we go. And I did the eggs at home, so I just put them into a jar. Just a couple eggs. I'm just going to add a little bit of milk to it. A little bit. And shake it up. And there's your scrambled egg mixture. Butter. Yep, butter's got hard. Oh darn. Guess I shouldn't have put it back in the cooler. So that's not going to be good for the banana bread. There has to be hunks of butter on the banana bread. Alright. Turn that down a little bit. Eggs now. Scramble. Just loving. Like you can't get this experience. Anyplace else really. If you gotta go looking for it. I saw Hip Camp last year when I was looking online and had heard about it, and I'm just really enjoying the whole fact that somebody's sharing their piece of beauty with you. And yeah, amazing, so amazing. Okay, so add a little bit of cheese to it. It's cooking up fast. I like a lot of cheese with mine. Yep. I don't want to burn it though either. So let's turn that right down. Ooh. Scrambling it right out of the pan. Alright. I am going to add some spices to this too, but they're way over there, so I guess it's the one thing that I must say about this site. It is so big, but it would be nice to be able to have everything in one spot. Since the campfire, the fire pit is way over there, that's where I was kind of concentrating my food and that kind of thing, and the nighttime. But I'm glad I invested. This is my other investment for this year, was this table. So it's nice to be able to have that aluminum table. Okay. And ooh, that stove really throws off a lot of heat. Turn that down. And then I'm just going to put maybe 3 slices of bacon. Just put it in there. And just kind of reheat it a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, this should cover that up. Is anything covered up with? Maybe not. Oh, must be at the other table. So I'm just going to cover that up with a towel like that. Alright. Heat this bacon up a little bit. This is going to be the only thing about scrambling eggs in these pans. So I'm probably just going to do one of those sprays. The Dawn spray. Ooh. And just let it sit. And then I'll take it home and I'll wash it out properly. Well, yep, it's heated. Heated all the way through. Ouch. So we can turn that off. Up in there. There. Ow. Okay, bring him inside. There. That's better. Turn that off. And lots of extra bananas at home, and I knew I was coming camping, so I made myself some homemade banana bread. It looks like this. Oops. All right, so there's my breakfast, and I'm going to enjoy it in this wonderful setting. So right now I'm doing a walk around the other side of the property, and it's just so peaceful. You got the water on that side, you got the beautiful pine trees. Oh my lord. Some birds in the distance, but quiet. And you know what? No bugs, no mosquitoes, just calmness. And there's like open spaces everywhere you look. And he said you can just walk wherever there's cut lawn. So there's also a path over this way, like a road. So I've just kind of come off the path a little bit, but I'm going to continue back out and following the road. And I can tell you right now, I can see a fire pit. So this is going to be somebody's camping spot. And as you're walking along, you come out to this beautiful surprise bridge. Water. Oh, look at that. And then we come over here. And you got that side. And way up into there. Oh, look at that. So calm. Calming as in calming your soul. So I said to myself, I don't care. I am gonna at least wade into the water. So here I am. And I'll show you. There I am, wading in. It's cold. It's cold, but you know what? At least I did it. And if it was like really warmer weather, I would come back and I would definitely be swimming in it. That's for sure. Because you can't get any more beautiful than this. Nice. All right, so I've got probably about an hour left on my site to go, but these people are so nice that I'm sure if I wanted to stay for an extra hour, I probably could, because check-in isn't necessarily till 3, and other than maybe a quick look over, maybe digging out a fire pit, but really I don't think there's a lot to do in between times. So yeah, and they let me come in for 2 instead of 3, so just for that fact that people are gone by noon. So yeah, anyways, my thoughts on this hip camp are very, very positive. Like the scenery right now, I've come back down to the river's edge, of what they call, so that way is the other site, and my site is like way over there. Their site looks like all the tents are gone. They have a few things left, but it doesn't look like anybody's around, so I feel quite comfortable coming out here and sitting in the sun and chit-chatting. Yeah, just right from the hugeness of the site, some good, some okay. Just meaning I kind of like to have my fire pit with my kitchen area, with my scenery, that kind of thing. And it is a bit of back and forth, but you know what? I didn't really care, because as long as I got that river view and was able to park my car right there, waking up this morning with my car facing the water, and even last night lying there and with my I sleep with the at the end with my head down at the other end of the car, so I was able to look up and see the darkness and the stars in the sky when I was going to sleep. So that's like 100% awesome. And then waking up this morning and looking out, and because there's no bugs, no mosquitoes at this time of year, or for here for right now, I was able to lift my back hood and just sit there and watch everything early this morning. The trails, like at first I thought, oh well, it doesn't look like there's a, but when you start wandering, you go past. They have family that have a couple trailers, but if you go past that and that trail and just continue on, it just opens up into more river and more pine forests, more creeks and a bridge that crosses over. And I didn't continue, but you can continue along a field, and into another part of a river that goes around the back of the property. Like it goes on forever. I was seeing, off in the distance, the owner with her kids, and they looked to be probably about 6 or 7, but I couldn't imagine having this in your backyard every day, growing up. The appreciation for nature would just be out of this world. So yeah, and I had another good sleep in the car last night. I was hot and then cold and hot and then cold, but you know what? I wasn't freezing. So, and I just had my duvet and some sweatpants on and a t-shirt, and I was perfectly comfortable temperature-wise, and it was supposed to have gone down to about maybe 7 or 8. So it was good. Yeah, and I got some journaling done. I got some reading in. Good breakfast this morning. Good lunch, or good supper yesterday. I'm just going to take my time going home. Might take a different way than what I had come down. So just to do a little bit more exploring, because again, that's all about the whole solo road tripping. So I figured probably about maybe 4 hours to go home, which is good. If I leave here about noon, that'll work out. But yeah, just hearing the river through the night, because I did leave my windows open a little bit. I have those black mesh that go over your back windows, and if you just you can leave it open wide, but I just leave it open a little bit, even just to let the airflow go through, and I could hear the river. And yeah, just take a deep breath. And the one thing I must say about the Sleepy Hideaway, just as it states, a lot of trees. So if you're looking for a place that's more sun, and you're looking at this place, Beaver Ranch, I would probably look at the dam spot. It's more open, a lot more sun. That has a lot of, you're in right into the trees, and even when you get out onto the water's edge, like I was spending a lot of time there, the sun really doesn't come around. And like I think even at this point, probably about 11:30 or so, the sun still hasn't come back around to that spot. So you're not getting a crazy amount of sun. So I've just kind of moved over here to the river's edge. I waded into the water for a little bit. I might do that again, just to kind of give it a little last hurrah. But yeah, this has definitely been a good adventure. I've done 3 of these hip camps, and I'm going to have the winter to really put out my maps and follow what the book says about Wander Around the Bend, and really look at my passions and my treasures. And there's so many other spaces to explore without having to go really far. Southern part of Ontario, now that the hip camps are here, it just opens up so many more spaces. And being a solo, so far, the 2 that I had chosen, I felt completely safe. Like, the privacy is there. The owners are there to check on you. One thing I must say, if you're not a dog fan, probably a hip camp is not for you. Most of these places are backed onto a farm or have those spaces that they have their dogs that wander the property, and I love it. Like, it's a little bit of company that comes in, and they're wagging, and they like to give you a little bit of love and looking for treats. To me, that's great. But again, some people are not for dogs. So, saying that, just taking a deep breath, and yeah, it's all good. And do it. Like, I strongly suggest, ladies, if you're even on the edge, the camping part of it, if you just do a little bit of planning and have your equipment that can make you comfortable, equipment that can kind of fold down and be compacted, especially if you're sleeping in your car. Yeah, you know, you could do marketplace for used stuff. You could go on Amazon, anything really. But yeah, good. It's all good. Love the camping part. Love the nature. Love hearing bugs and the birds and the. I said bugs because I'm hearing cicadas right now. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that being said, so there's no more hip camps after this. So this will be my last one for this season. I am doing 3 more trailer camps with my hubby. So, but this will be my last hip camp. So I'm hoping you ladies have enjoyed, and gentlemen have enjoyed my my little words of wisdom or my experiences, and follow along. And this probably won't come out for a little bit, but subscribe and like, and you'll be able to see when I come up with my next 3 or 4, depending on what I decide for next year. But yeah, have a great year, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye.